What is up, everybody? Chad with C&M Collectibles here. We've got something a little different today. I had a genius idea that I was going to take factory sets sealed, open them up, and submit the better cards for grading. Turns out that you don't always get awesome quality cards in these sets. I opened a couple of them. I think I did an 87 Donruss. And I did an 84 Topps Tiffany, which that didn't work out well at all. And so I thought, you know what? I'll just film it. I'll just film a few of them. So this one, they all came from Baseball Card Exchange. This one is the 87 Fleer set. And for some reason, there's a card taped out on the outside inside a penny sleeve. I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, there it is. It's a Commemorative 10 set, complete set, and a custom coded 12 card World Series set. And collector's edition number 41,887. So you think they overprint stuff now? Back in the day, it was worse, man. It was worse. I'm messing my mat up here. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open and see what's in here. Well, I mean, we know what's in here, but let's see what shape they're in, huh? Oh, that was actually on the outside of the plastic. Okay. So there you go. That's what 87 Fleer looks like. Everybody pretty well already knows. The cards you're looking for in this one, obviously all the Hall of Famers. Clemens on the front. Not his rookie, but it's his, what, third year? Barry Bonds rookie is the biggest one. Barry Larkin, Bo Jackson, even though he had a XRC in '86. Some others that I'm probably not thinking of. All right, so that's what it happens here. Let's see if we can. 1986 baseball, a year of comebacks. There's a big story in there. That's what it looks like inside. Styrofoam, stickers. Here's all the stickers. We don't necessarily care about those. More stickers. There's a random card back here. Those must be the World Series things or something. No, still stickers. All right, anyway, let's just pull these out. I don't care if I keep them in order or not. Oh, these seem to be in pretty decent condition. Ozzie Smith. Let me adjust the focus here. Get it focused in a little bit better. There we go. All right. You got Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer. Little print defect there. Gene Quirk. I'm not going to read every one of them. Dale Murphy. There's Crucky. That might be Kruk's rookie card there. I think it probably is. Might have had an 86 traded. It's a good shape though. Freddie Lynn is a Hall of Famer. Kirby Puckett. Cal Ripken Jr. These are actually in pretty good shape. That one's a little off left to right, but Ryan Sandberg. And the prospects. Oh, no. Nope, just one prospect. Former MVPs. Brett Saberhagen, that's his third year. Maybe his fourth year, actually. Prospects, Jerry Brown and Mike Stanley. I didn't look to see if these were in number order. I assume they are. They are not. So you wouldn't know where to look for stuff anyway. Pete Rose, manager card and first base. Mattingly and Strawberry combo card. Bob Horner, 4 home runs in a game. Prospects, Willie Frazier and Devon White. Boy, Devon White was the bomb back in the day. Everybody thought he was a future Hall of Famer back then. So the cards are in decent condition. You know, they're pretty good. I still think you can get them just as good out of a pack. World Series highlights there. It says they're supposed to be glossy. I guess they are glossy a little bit. There's Billy Bean. Failed as a prospect, and he was a big name. Kind of what started his whole Moneyball philosophy. There's Tim Leary, not the LSD guy. Buck Martinez was a Hall of Famer. There's a George Brett, off center a little bit. So, I mean, you can get that good of a card, and a couple print defects there, if you can see it. You can get that good of a card in a pack. So there's just no real advantage to. There's Rock. No real advantage to doing the factory sets. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Something to do. Hasn't really worked out. But I got a few more to do. I got an 86 top set, and what else do I have? Jamie Moyer, that might be his rookie card. But if you can tell, when you're grading these, see the edge of the white up here? That's going to get knocked off big time. And the fact that these cards were just sitting in there in a 10, you know, not good. Not good for condition. World Series cards there. Dottie Baseball, way off center. There's the Barry Larkin rookie, which is off center. Little printing mark up there in the top right. It looks pretty good on the blue up top, though. Down low, decent. That might get an 8, maybe. PSA is pretty tough on these older cards. You send them in. Gary Carter, way off center. Phil Niekro, Hall of Famer. Look at him. It looks like that guy on Major League, man. Just a little bit of Vagisil under the rim. Little jalapeno dip in my nose if I need some extra dip on my curveball. Donnie Moore. That was a tragedy. Mike Kingery, that's Scott Kingery's dad. Bob Dernier actually lives about 2 miles from me. Mike Schmidt, that's centered pretty decently. Up there. Take a look at that one later. All right, rolling along here. You can hear cards falling in the background. Dave Winfield. Robin Yount, there's a Hall of Famer. A little off. Got some printing marks on it. Eric Davis, what a stud. Dr. K and Super K, it's a cool card. Ricky B and Ricky, Bye Bye Balboni. Roger McDowell with a big old fisheye up there. Carter and Clemens. Lombardi and Dave Magadan prospects. Gorman Thomas, guy was a stud. The lumberjack. Mark Gubazaw. Wally Joyner, I think that's his rookie card as well. Throw that up here. He had an XRC before that, but pretty sure that's his rookie card. Main release. Goose Gossage, a Hall of Famer. Steve Carlton. A lot of people don't remember him with the White Sox. Will Clark, Will the Thrill. That's his rookie card. It's a little not in perfect shape there. And there's the Barry Bonds. Oh, that's centered pretty nicely. Surface is decent. Edges are just okay. You see up top there, a little white on the blue. It's not in bad shape though. It's not horrible. Probably would get an 8. Dusty Baker. Prospects, Ralph Bryant and Jose Gonzalez. Jose Gonzalez. Not Juan Gonzalez. There's Tito, Terry Francona. Haven't seen my boy Kent Tekulve yet. He's got a nice little picture in this one. I like the 87 Fleer set. It's a neat design. First of all, they had the head kind of popping above the border to make it look a little 3D. And then you've got the gradient on the side, which back then was kind of revolutionary, actually. Kirk Gibson. Buddy Bell. Before he became the losingest manager in Royals history. Andre Dawson. That's a nice looking card. Expos Uni. Mookie Wilson. Ron Say. Harold Baines. Hall of Famer. Carney Lansford was a heck of a player. All right, we're about 60% done with this. More stickers. Steve Trout, that's Mike's dad. Paul Molitor, a little off center there. Cal Daniels was a big deal back in the day, too. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Frank White, best second baseman that ever lived. Charlie Huff. Vince Coleman. Guy can steal a base. Oh, man, I just dropped the Bo Jackson card. That's good. Of course, it had a little print defect on it anyway, so there you go. And just like that, there's Griffey Sr. Just like that, all the valuable rookies are gone. Tony Gwynn. Nice looking card there. I guess that'd be, what, his 4th year card? That's some pretty good shit. I don't know, the bottom is janked up. Yeah, when you don't have him in a 10 for 30 years and no protection. I assumed that it was wrapped. I didn't do my research. I should have. I assumed they were wrapped somehow inside the 10. I didn't realize they were just being shuffled around inside the 10. And this did come from Baseball Card Exchange, so apparently that's how they always are. So that's awesome. Fernando. Darryl Strawberry. A little off center there. Don Sutton. John Tudor. Hits fans. Dennis Eckersley with the Cubs. That was right before he went to the A's. And Roger Clemens. That's a pretty good looking card there. Oh, the bottom's janked up again. So as you can see, not exactly the best way to get your cards for grading. Kevin Seitzer, rookie. That's my boy. I like that card. I used to have about 30 of those when I was younger. It's a big card in the set back in the day. Back when he was rookie, should have been rookie of the year, or would have been rookie of the year in any other year, except for '87 when Mark McGwire hit 49 home runs, PEDs, and therefore Seitzer really had no chance. But Seitzer had like 207 hits as a rookie that year, if I remember right. Without PEDs. Mike Pagliarulo. Dan Plesac, he does a great job on MLB Network. Dwight Gooden. Joe Carter. Touch them all, Joe. Ron Karkovice and Russ Morman, prospects. Albuquerque. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer. I haven't seen Nolan Ryan yet. It's about time for him to pop up. There he is. Extremely off center. Huh. Okay. Thanks for that. We are on a roll here. I'm trying to remember what the cost of this was. I'm thinking it was around $30, which, looking back, obviously was not a good purchase. Alan Trammell. If you're just wanting the set, then okay, good purchase. But if you're looking to grade some cards, and not a good idea. Tom Seaver, Wade Boggs. That's centered pretty well. Bottom is lots of white showing again. Really tough with those blue borders on the back, top and bottoms. Jim Morrison, not of the Doors. Prospects, Jimmy Jones and Brandy Asador. Jimmy Jones. There's Harold Reynolds. Does a great job on MLB Network, too. That might be Harold's rookie. I think it is. Get thrown out at home plate by Bo Jackson from the fence. Lou Whitaker. Sweet Lou. Dave Parker had a heck of an arm, too. Prospects, Dave Clark, Greg Swindell. Swindell was a decent pitcher for a while. Danny Jackson. Used to bowl in my league. Did own a bowling alley, but it's closed now. Not sure what he's up to. There's old Kent Tekulve and his cool sunglasses. That is a cool dude right there. Submarine specialist. Billy Buckner, what's that between his legs? Oh, that's... never mind. Too soon. Bob Walk. That's a bad name for a pitcher, man. Reggie Jackson. Young blood. There's Jose Canseco. Second-year card. He had a 86 card in Fleer with him and somebody else on it. I forgot who the other guy was. It was one of those split prospect cards. This one's way off center. Damage on the back. It looks like about it. Oh, there's one little group left. Excuse me. Dave Kingman told a female reporter to get out of the locker room back in the day. Quisenberry, speaking of Submariners, Clint Hurdle came up with the Royals. And Big Cat, Galarraga. Yeah, the bottom edge on these all is just... And let's see. So we're about done here. These are just all stickers and crap in here. Yep. So that's it. Anyway, thanks for checking it out with me. Like I said, we got a couple more sets that we'll be doing. A little bummed at the quality of them. A little bummed that they weren't secured in there better. That's kind of disappointing. So, anyway, obviously that's the way Fleer shipped them out because, like I said, I got it from Baseball Card Exchange, and they do a good job with what they got going on. Everything they send out's, the way it should be. So, anyway, thanks for checking it out. We'll see you guys next time. Be good to each other.